Hi, my name is Elena. I am a physical therapist at Body Central Physical Therapy, and I'm also a registered yoga instructor. And so today I'm going to talk to you guys about a common pose in yoga that people have a lot of trouble with, called downward facing dog. So you've probably done this many times before if you've ever been to a yoga class. It's often done repeatedly throughout a sun salutation. And it's a wonderful pose because it's a great way to build strength, to get ready for arm balances, to build flexibility, and get ready for inversions. The problem is a lot of people still struggle with it, and often it feels uncomfortable, they feel tight. And it's because there's a couple prerequisites to being able to do the pose well. First, you need to have good shoulder flexibility. You need to have good shoulder stability and strength. And then you also need to have good lower leg flexibility. So 3 requirements, and I'm going to go through each of those today and show you what you can do if one of those requirements is a challenge for you. Number 1, shoulder flexibility. So how do you know if shoulder flexibility is limiting your downward dog pose? First, you can do a simple test for your shoulder flexibility. So you're going to get on the mat, knees are bent, and you're going to start to reach your arms overhead. And if you can touch your thumbs down to the floor without arching your back, right, and having your ribs come up, then likely you've got enough shoulder mobility. But a lot of us are going to have a hard time. Right about here, we might start to lift our back, or we might bring our arms out to the side. So if you're in that boat, then I'm going to show you a couple things you can do to improve flexibility. You might also not have enough mid-back flexibility, so it's not just in the shoulder, but you also need to have good back mobility, right? So being able to bend and open this way. So how do you know if that's limiting for you? Usually you might have stiffness, maybe you're an older individual and you've got some stiffness in the spine or arthritis, or you sit at a desk all day, or you have poor posture and pain. So that would lead me to think that you might benefit from some of these following postures. So if you're looking to build flexibility, what you can start with before class or before you're working on yoga at home, you can take some blocks or pillows, whatever you have, and you'll put 2 right here. This one is going to go right behind your mid-back, and this is for your head. And so it's going to focus on extending through your back, and you're just going to take those arms out wide with the elbows up and stretch the arm out to the side, okay? You can also bring the arms down if you're feeling a little stiff and painful. And so you'll just do a passive stretch. In yoga, it's called a heart opener. That's step 1. And then after that, you're gonna do a cow pose, right? So before you get ready for class, usually there's gonna be something like cat-cow, and you wanna focus on, in cow pose, squeezing the shoulder blades together and lifting your chest through the arms. So you're actually actively getting some extension through the mid-back, because you'll need that in downward facing dog. Then you'll come into cobra pose, and you'll work on lifting the chest forward and up. Again, building some upper back flexibility, okay? You can do the modification with your arms out wide and shoulders lift up. Often that feels a little bit better, and you can get a little deeper into the back bend. All right, then from there, you're gonna add in the whole posture, so working on puppy pose. So puppy pose is a version of down dog where we're focusing just on mid-back and arm extension. So you're gonna come here, shift your hips back, and start to open your chest towards the floor, okay? So the other one you'll work on if you have really stiff lat muscles and you're tight is a reverse prayer position child's pose. So for a reverse child's pose, reverse prayer position child's pose, elbows on the blocks, coming into child's pose, and then you're gonna start to stretch arms back behind you. And so you'll feel an opening through this whole line of the body, which if that's a tight area for you, it's gonna feel helpful once you get into down dog. If you've mastered those and that feels good and you don't have pain, you're ready to start to build that up into downward facing dog. So you're gonna build that all in to down dog. So you're gonna start to open the chest and then stretch the hips back, coming into downward facing dog, okay? That's a little bit about how to improve your shoulder flexibility so that you can enjoy downward facing dog and improve your mobility in your back and shoulder over time. And again, my name is Elena. I'm a physical therapist at Body Central Physical Therapy. I'm also a yoga teacher, and we will be doing more of these videos, and so please just follow us if you like this and you like learning about how you can use physical therapy and yoga together to improve your body awareness and your health.